Welcome, I'm AJ Galka, President of Junior League of San Diego 2022-2023, and I am so excited to have you here today to meet Britnie Neuman, VP of Community. I'm going to ask her a series of questions in a really brief amount of time to really hear about her experience, her length of experience, various roles that she's had, and also things that she's gained personally and professionally. So we're so grateful to have Britnie here today.
Thanks.
So can you share a little bit about how long you've been in the league and your current role?
Yep. So I have been in the league now for about 8 years. Not about, exactly 8 years. I was, of course, a provisional for the first year, and then now I've been in a regular position for 7. Currently, I am the Vice President of Community Outreach, and previous to that, I've been in a lot of different roles here. I came out of my provisional year and I really went right into like a leadership track, I guess you could say. I started off as the committee leader for the Oktoberfest committee, and that was a really great experience. It just allowed me to understand a little bit more about fund development, how like the junior league helps to really develop that sense of confidence in terms of how to actually approach an organization and ask for a venue, or how to ask for donations, or how to ask for money and things like that. I stayed in the fund development track for quite a while, and then I actually transitioned over to be part of the training committee. So I moved from fund development to training, and now I'm part of the community council as the community council VP. So it's been a crazy ride, and it's been really fun. I've had a lot of variety in all of my roles here.
I think that's such a great example showing how you're not stuck in one role. You can really jump around, learn things from each role, find things you don't like, things that you like, and build upon it. Like how you're part of the executive management team now.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge, a huge effort across the board. So we're very lucky to have you. So I'd love to ask you, how has the Junior League of San Diego affected you personally or professionally? It could be enrichment, it could be just like overall experience. I'd love to hear more details about that from you.
Yep, for sure. So the Junior League has been vital to my career. Like I can 100% say that, just in terms of moving up through a leadership role and actually having more and more people that I'm, responsible for. Like right now, my current division, I call it division because I'm like a very career person, right? So like our current council, the community council, we have, 40 women that directly roll into my leadership. And so I would never have gotten to that point if I wouldn't have done some stepping up of different types of roles and gaining leadership experience and gaining experience in terms of how to actually work with people and work with different types of people. Because as we know, there's all sorts of different types of people in the league, and it's, there's always going to be some sort of disagreement. There's always going to be some sort of you have to work together, and that has really helped me in my professional life. Not just in order, or for me being able to actually move up in my role, but also working well with people. So as far as the junior league has gone in terms of affecting me outside of the league, a lot of this shows up in my interviews. So professionally, right? So when I've had different roles and gone through the interview process, as we all have, I always talk about the junior league because it gives me, first of all, it's a huge sense of pride for me. And it's also something where I've learned so much about how to interact with so many different types of people, how to put on different events, how to just be either a very hands-off leader, or somebody who knows okay, this person might need a little bit more hands-on assistance. And that is something that I constantly talk about in an interview. I recently had an interview with a large company for a very big role it was like a stretch role. And I got to talk about how I lead a division of over 40 women, and so for me that was huge, and it just gives me so much good experience to come in with a very strong candidacy for a professional role.
That is so wonderful.
Yeah.
You definitely highlighted how so much of what we do in the league can be parlayed into that professional world, our personal life, in the sense of job hunting, job interviews, and things like that. So keep note of what you do in the league and really try to use that to your advantage, like Britnie has. So through your time in the league and all the roles that you've had, what are, or it could be one, Key nugget or words of wisdom or advice that you'd love to give other women in the league.
Yep. Okay, so my very first year in the league, my provisional year, I will never forget my mentor telling me that what you get out of the league is what you put into the league. And this is something that I actually this year have told my team members about. Like, this is literally our motto for the year, is like, if you want more, then give more. And simply what that means is, you know, if you're coming into the league expecting like the league to fulfill you in some way, a better frame of that is to say, how can I affect the league or impact the league in a way? And what I've seen throughout just my 8 years of being here is the people who come in with the mindset that I'm going to give, they tend to get a lot more in return, and they tend to stay. So, you know, for me, that's like the biggest piece of advice I could give. And like, I want to thank Carrie for giving me that advice whenever I was a provisional. So yeah, what you get out is what you're going to put in. And if you want more, give more.